number one that I always install is Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO is a very, very good plugin. I find it a great reminder of everything that's important to get your website ranking really, really well. So how much text you should put in, how many search terms you should put in, how to structure your title, how to structure the description, things like that. It's a great way of making sure you cover all of the SEO related points off when you're writing posts or writing pages for your website. Okay, so Yoast SEO, super, super good. So anti-spam protection. I cannot tell you, man, it is such a, and it's only going to get worse now. ChatGPT is freaking in the game, but the amount of people who will try and spam your blog posts and your pages with comment spam is insane. We had a website, which admittedly was a very, very high ranking website, that used to get around about 3,000 spam bot posts per week on the website. 3,000 per, no, if we were going through them and sorting them out, 3,000 would be a full-time job for somebody. But because we've got Akismet running, it just got rid of all of those. Okay. Next up, we've got, I think it's WP Super Cache. Here it is. Or Fastest Cache as well. Either of those are good, but I tend to use this one, WP Super Cache. That's a way of shrinking your images and making your website run a lot faster. WordPress is brilliant. It's a really great, clean platform, really great, clean code, but it is pretty intensive on something called the cache, which is what websites use to show pages really quickly. Okay, most pages, if you've been to a website and you are then returning to the same website, chances are you're not actually looking at that website anymore. What you're looking at is the cached version of the website, and the cache is stored in Chrome or Firefox or whatever browser you're using. Okay, so by using this, it means that your website will show faster, and if you're making updates, you'll show the latest version of your website as well. Very important if you're doing split tests to show the latest iteration, and you should be split testing of your website. Okay, so Super Cache, WP Super Cache, very, very good. I've also used Fastest Cache as well. Okay, next is XML sitemaps. This used to just do a sitemap for your website. That was its entire purpose. Okay, and Google wanted a sitemap because it wants to see what's going on your site, the robots that crawl the internet. They go crawl the sitemaps and make sure that links are working. If everything's right with your sitemap and it's pointing to proper things, your website ranks faster and higher as a result of that. Okay, so it used to just do that. It does a whole lot more now, but it will auto-generate a sitemap for your website rather than you having to do it yourself. Okay, auto-generates it, and it will now also auto-submit it to Google for you as well. So pretty sexy that it does all that. Last one. This is something I remember being a little embarrassing story for you. I remember the last AOE conference we had, the one where Pippa McCreary, who's unfortunately left AOE now, who was wonderful. What a powerhouse of a woman she was. But anyway, so Pip was up on stage and she was talking about websites and getting websites to rank. And one thing she said was massively important was something called page load speed, okay, which is basically how long the website takes to load when you get to it. And we are like goldfish. If something doesn't load really quickly, we tend to get the hell out of there and we go on to the next thing. Okay, so you don't have much time. Like anything more than 2 seconds, it's a massive, massive problem. one of the biggest things that stops websites loading quickly is images, specifically images that have not been web optimized. So what Pippa did was she pulled up one of my websites that I was selling on and ran it through a website optimization program, which Google Developer used to have, and showed, very, very embarrassing for me, that all of my images were massively unoptimized, okay? Which was both really embarrassing, but also really great, because then I was like, oh, I need to go and get that done. So the way that I'd got all of those done was with this. Here you go, Smush. Smush will do that for you. So Smush images, what that does is it compresses images down for you, keeps all the information on the images, but makes them much, much smaller, makes them the right size, lowers their load speed of your website for you as well, okay? Does anybody have any more? There are other ones that I use as well, but I think they would suit most websites could benefit from having those on them. There's other things like the best, I believe, e-commerce plugin for WordPress is WooCommerce, for instance. Certainly the best development team out there. Very, very good. The best theme, I think, for for WordPress, I think it's Elementor. Arguably the best theme for that as well. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of over 2,500 professional e-commerce sellers from right around the world, selling on everything from Amazon to Shopify, eBay to Etsy, and much, much more. If you'd like to find out what we're doing and how we go about helping you make your business successful, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is in the description. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.